Your love, respect. I truly appreciate time to the genuine ones only. Protect your energy because nobody's giving me time. Hope all is well in your end. Have a safe day. Have a safe remaining week ahead of you. Protect your energy. Self love. It gets identified as disrespect. Why so? Because they're projecting negative energy in your mindset. So you can disrespect yourself and come out of character. They looking for a reaction out of you. It's the mindset for me. How when you love yourself to respect yourself to stay in your own lane. They got malicious intentions. Just to get you out of your lane. To come out of character. It be the mindset for me. You know how when you mind your business, elevating, at peace with yourself, not bothering nobody. Just minding your own business, then minding your own business of your own thought process, of your own business, as you should. Someone just doesn't like the fact that you can elevate and stay in your own lane and understand the assignment within your assignment to show up for yourself in your own lane. Because they don't know how to show for themselves, they try to distract you with them distracting you because you're loving yourself. Wow, you see how that goes? When you love yourself, to be at peace with yourself, to honor yourself, to respect yourself, to know your value, your self-worth, and to have self-confidence, to understand your self-healing, to have self-confidence, to have self-respect for yourself, to have self-awareness, to identify at the end of the day, I love myself, to understand that I'm going to elevate and understand that there are better days ahead and I know how to stay in my own lane. But my neighbor's going to have good, bad days, misunderstanding days. But I still know how to respect my neighbor without having malicious intentions towards my neighbor or myself. To exchange words within words and allow my neighbor to feel like they won today. Because they was looking for a reaction. And it was just a mind game that they was playing with themselves. Looking for a reaction out of you today. It be the mindset for me. When they play in their own face looking for a reaction and a response that they get back, they don't like it. They continue to pick at you. Continue to antagonize you. Just to see if you come out of character. And as soon as you come out of character, on their timing, they don't like it. Because you understood the sun with them being mature and having self-love for yourself and coming out of character at the end of the day, all because your neighbor has controlling issues. They don't love themselves to respect themselves because they want you to come out of character because they're saying they're painting a description as to who you truly not. And they can't get in tune to who they are because you acknowledge yourself, you respect yourself, you love yourself to understand and stay in your own lane and understand that being mature was part of your plan. And understand at the end of the day that you don't have to scoop to somebody's level to prove a point at the end of the day. It's the mindset for me. You're just minding your business. It takes up too much energy within you to display this toxic behavior that they're looking for a reaction out of you today. It's the mindset for me. All because you love yourself. They disrespect you within the process of you showing up for yourself. It's the mindset for me. Wow, you're paying attention within paying attention to yourself. And they still don't understand why you're not coming out of character yet. They still antagonizing your character with the antagonizing your character. And you still ain't come out of character yet. It's the mindset for me. Neighbor, just stay in your lane. It's the mindset for me. It's okay to identify at the end of the day that you're having a misunderstanding self-day with yourself. And the reaction you're looking for today is not what you're going to get. But I hope you find peace within yourself one day. But not over here. Respectfully. Be mindful when you try to interrupt the innocent person's mindset. That's minding their business. And I say that respectfully. It's the mindset for me. How someone's just in their own lane, minding their business. And somebody always wants to antagonize someone's energy. All because they're loving themselves. It's the mindset for me. It's okay to love yourself in a healthy way. It's okay to identify if you don't know what self-love looks like up close in person. It's okay. Not everybody's you. Fake gaslighting yourself. It's the mindset for me. Hello. What's wrong with people? It's sad that self-love gets misunderstood. It truly is. Because you see somebody having a good day, you see somebody minding their business and truly at peace with themselves. Like, you just don't know what to do with yourself besides just try to antagonize somebody's character. That takes up too much energy. It does. Like, you could do something so much valuable with your time than try to antagonize another person. That's minding their business and they don't have malicious intentions towards you or other people. Like, it be the mindset for me. Like, what's wrong with people? It's called respect your neighbor. And respect is a two-way street. And identifying who you are at the end of the day, to respect yourself, you gotta have self-awareness to understand it. And if you don't got self-awareness, how you gonna respect your neighbor? It's the mindset for me. You ain't gonna even stay in your own lane. Cause you don't even have self-awareness. And I say that respectfully. You're gonna be all over the place. So you're not gonna have the boundaries you need to have to stay in your own lane and understand the assignment and the assignment that respect is a two-way street. And you're doing too much. It be the mindset for me. People really be doing too much, like for real, for real. Like, and then as soon as that they come out, you get them to come out of character, whatever the case may be. You exchange words with them, they don't like it. They saying now you the problem. When they sat there this whole entire time looking for a response from you, and they finally got the response that they wanted to get, and they don't like it still. You ever been so nice to somebody that was looking for a reaction out of you? The worst shit you could do is piss somebody off even more. Being nice to them. You see how that go? It's being nice to them. Wow. Being nice to you. You see how when you be nice to somebody, how they take your kindness to weakness still? Just to play in their own face. Because they're not used to someone being nice to them or real with them. They're not used to it. You see how when people are so used to the toxic behavior, they don't understand that what a normal conversation could probably possibly look like without the toxic behavior, without the cursing going the back and the forth, without all the extra chaos. I could sit here and talk to you and communicate with you with no problem. I won't talk over your words. I'm going to hear what you have to say. I'm not going to sit here and go against you. I'm going to hear what you got to say. Speak your mind. That's what adults do. But when people are not used to having adult conversations, they run from situations like that. They run from themselves. And this is how they project negative energy into the universe. And this is why problems is always occurring within problems. And they be evaluating their thought process saying, why them? And they're the ones causing it. Because they're looking for a reaction out of somebody. Like, enough is enough. People make it make sense. It's the mindset for me. You can be saying here, minding your business with the minding your business. And you're trying to have an adult conversation with somebody. And they can't have an adult conversation with themselves because they don't know communication. They don't know nothing about communication. Let alone they don't even have respect for themselves. It's one thing when you come from different cultures, I get it. Everybody talks differently. Everybody talks louder or whatever the case may be. But respect is a two-way street. I'm not going against you or trying to hurt you with my words. I'm trying to hear you out. And when people don't understand that, they take your energy as a threat, and that's weird to me. Like, that is really weird. That's really weird. For no reason. Because they're not used to somebody being authentic to them. Like, not everybody is the same. Not everybody is the same. Like, not everybody's the same when it comes to communication. It's a time and place for everything. And I say that respectfully. Like, you can never sit here and just judge a book by its cover. And that's sad that people sit here and really judge a book by its cover. All because of the fact that of what somebody else's last image was towards them. And that's messed up. Because not everybody's like that, and you're not supposed to look at everybody the same way. And I say that respectfully. People wow for that. Judging a book by its cover. Because at the end of the day, you wouldn't want nobody doing that to you. Sitting there judging you because of the last conversation I had with somebody that had looked like you. Come on, are you serious? Or may have been the same color tone as you. That's mad disrespectful. That's mad disrespectful. That's weird. That's so weird. That's why you have to have balance within yourself to be able to understand yourself when it comes to certain things within yourself. And be patient. Like, there's no need to rush something at the end of the day. Like, just be patient with your process when you're talking, when you're communicating at the end of the day. And asking the wrong question, or you feel like you're asking the wrong question, or whatever the case may be, because there's never no right or wrong question asking something at the end of the day, as long as it's very appropriate, you know? And I say that respectfully, like, it's never a right or wrong answer. Just be your authentic self. Just because you see somebody being their authentic selves, like, it's not a crime. It's not a crime to be yourself. It's okay to be yourself in a healthy way. Like, just because you're accustomed to a mindset of it being the norm of being toxic, or uh, being in a certain environment, and that's the norm, and that's not the norm. You can come outside your comfort zone and be in a comfort zone where you can create your new comfort zone for yourself. It's okay. You only stop in your own growth when you do stuff like that, and I say that respectfully. Project the negative energy on your mindset. You only stop in your own growth because you're allowing yourself to become your own worst enemy, because the enemy allows you to believe that it was okay to live like this for a very long time, to go against your neighbor, and it was never the norm. It was never the norm. It was never the norm to go against your neighbor. It don't matter what kind of setting you're in at the end of the day, like, respect is a two-way street. Respect is truly a two-way street. And if you can't respect yourself, how can you actually respect your neighbor? It's not going to make sense at all. And it doesn't matter what kind of trauma you endured from a child point of view going into your adulthood. Like, it don't matter. Respect is a two-way street. Respect is a two-way street. And overlooking yourself at the end of the day, like, that's not part of the plan, especially when you're saying that you want to grow and elevate and become your best self vision of yourself. You're going to understand yourself to be patient with your process, because God is still patient with you. There's no need to rush to understand yourself. Like, it really isn't. But to have self-awareness and to stay in your lane if you don't understand your neighbor today, there's two different things. It's called respect. Stay in your lane. Looking for a reaction out of somebody, stay in your own lane. Stay in your own lane. And I say that respectfully. Stay in your own lane. It should be no reason why you're having a misunderstanding self-day with yourself, and you want to pick and choose as to who you want to bother today. Ma'am, sir. I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand that. People got too much time on their hands within a day. I swear they do. Like, they would sit there and troll you all day long. They would sit there and troll you all day long, right? And watch you. Like, I never understood that. Like, why are you watching somebody that you do not like? I don't understand that. Like, ma'am, sir, make it make sense. I can't sit here and watch somebody I do not care for. Like, it's not gonna make sense in my book. It takes up too much time and effort within a day to sit here and be in tune with somebody that I'm not even interested in. And I'm sitting here talking about them real bad. At the end of the day, talking about them like a dog and all that. Like, I'm so concerned about what they got going on within their life. How is that possible, ma'am, sir? Like, that's too much. That's a job within a job. Like, people got too much time on their hands. Off topic. Like, yo, people be doing wild too much. Like, How too much? What did I just see? Like, are you serious? I knew that was gonna happen. That's funny. Wow, that's crazy. I knew that was gonna happen. Like, people be doing way too much. Like, come on, get out of here. That's the problem with people today. Like, they be so worried about what you got going on at the end of the day because you're loving yourself and they're so miserable. And they trying to keep up what you got going, but they can't keep up. Like, it be the mindset for me, like, ma'am, sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? You can't keep up. People be doing way too much. Way too much. Wow. Nah, self-love look good on you. Like, when self-love look good on you, they don't understand. They don't understand how you looking at your reflection of yourself when you loving yourself. They don't understand, like, it's a glow within a glow of a glow that only you know what's going on within you, that you allowing yourself to actually sit in the comfort of your own skin and sit down at peace with yourself, and you ain't wearing a mask. Like, yo, I love myself. Oh, yes, I do. I love me. Yo, that energy hit different. That energy hit so different. And they don't understand. It's not meant for them to understand. Like, it really is not meant for nobody to understand that you truly love yourself. Like, you could have been in the most depressing stage of your life. You must have felt, you probably been feeling like you probably was ever in the most bad depression state in your life. The day you find peace within yourself to actually sit in your comfort of your own skin at the end of the day, like, you know what? I never felt at ease in my entire life. My entire life. It's the comfort. It's the comfort zone. The anxiety goes away. The depression goes away. The sickness goes away. You're understanding your reflection of yourself a lot more better. That you can actually sit there within yourself and understand your cry. That healthy cry now. It's not that toxic cry no more. It's not that cry that you don't understand, okay, well, when them days gonna be over. It's that cry when you cry, you know, a happy tear cry. That's something that you would never be able to understand. Like, yo, what's going on within me? I'm in tune to myself. Like, I'm really in tune to myself. I'm acknowledging myself. Yeah, they gave up on me. They overlooked me. But you ain't give up on yourself. That energy hit different. When you ain't give up on yourself, and when you cry, that happy tear cry, man, listen, can't nobody tell you nothing. Because you got so far by yourself, with God by your side, and the genuine people that's truly for you, that's genuinely gonna love you and respect you, and you understand the assignment within the assignment. Sitting in peace with yourself in a healthy way. When you ain't got all the toxic distraction trying to distract you, and you ain't your worst enemy. And the enemy's not trying to project negative energy on your mindset because you're not allowing it to. That energy hit different. When God is showing you no worries, when God is showing you at the end of the day how you could be at peace with yourself, that energy hit different. To truly get in tune with yourself, to understand the self-confidence you have within yourself, to sit firm within yourself, that energy hits different. It does. It hits so different. And they can't understand why. People are so weird, bro. Because at the end of the day, you walk by faith, not by sight. And that's why they can't understand why you elevate and becoming your best self version of yourself. And when you truly smile within and you truly at peace with yourself, you ain't wearing the mask when God is working in your favor. Like, that energy hits so different. And you ain't giving up on yourself. That's what they want you to do. They want you to give up. They want you to give up, but at the end of the day, you can't give up on yourself when your steps is already ordered. At the end of the day, you can't give up. How could you possibly give up when your steps is already designed and ordered by God? That energy is different. It's the thought process for me. Like, come on, giving up. Like, why? How? When the enemy keep knocking at the door, The enemy keep knocking at the door. The enemy keep knocking at the door. The enemy be wanting you to give up and all that, right? But how can you possibly give up? When God got your back, when God's been guiding you, how could you possibly give up? The enemy's a hate in disguise at the end of the day. Like, come on, make it make sense. The enemy's the one that's really mad. Because at the end of the day, the enemy takes too much time out of their hands to actually acknowledge you, to want you to come out of character, though. It'd be the monster for me. The enemy ain't got nothing better else to do with their time. But watch you. But when they realize they can't get your energy at the end of the day, they will scoop to the ultimate lowest of their non-soul that they don't have within them and project negative energy on you. That at the end of the day, they're not going to get the energy that they're looking for. It be the monster for me, because you too at peace with yourself. You too much in tune with yourself. You too much loving yourself. You too much acknowledging yourself. The most healthiest way, something that they can't get in tune with, is themselves. It be the monster for me. Know your worth. It be the thought process for me. Like, come on, ma'am, sir. Hello. It would never make sense to somebody who's too low vibration. They won't never understand what love looks like. They will only understand at the end of the day that that's what that toxic love is supposed to be. Like, nobody loving them. That's they norm. They will never understand what real love looks like because they run it away. They push it away. And when they run from their own selves, how they gonna know what love looks like if they run from themselves? It's not gonna make sense. If you run from yourself, you ain't gonna never know what love look like. Never. How could you possibly? Because you're not in tune with yourself. So when you continue to run from yourself, you're not allowing a process to start within yourself, to love yourself, to actually know what you actually are willing to accept within yourself, to know, okay, well, let me sit down and reevaluate my thought process. What am I truly desire? Like, what's my worth? Who's valuable actually value my time? Like, time and daylight. They will never know what that look like. Like, they will only go by what they hear on the radio. Yeah! That toxic stuff. That's all they want. Cause that's all they talk about. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Be the main ones. Disgusting. You shouldn't sit here and want multiple kids and you can't even take care of your children. And then you sit here sneak this in a person who's trying to elevate because they don't have kids. It be the thought process for me. How people really be sneak dissing people that don't have kids. Like, why you got so much animosity towards a person who don't got kids? It be the mindset for me. Like, man, sir, nobody told you to go lay down and have all the children. It be the mindset for me. Like, people be doing the most. People be real life doing the most. And they get mad at you because you loving you. Because you actually can love you and you can understand whatever the trauma that you endured, that you can actually still love yourself and wear a smile on your face and truly mean what you say. And be in tune with yourself. And because they're so miserable, they're trying to project this negative energy on you. Because they're miserable. It's the mindset for me. Like, just leave innocent people alone. It's just a thought process for me. Just leave innocent people alone. Just leave them alone. Just leave innocent people alone. Nothing's impossible if you allow it to be possible. But you gotta be a believer to allow it to be possible. But then overthinking yourself of the impossible. How can you allow the possible to believe the possible? The impossible. Of stopping your flow within your flow. Because you are the possible. The possible outcome of an outcome that's believable. Showing up for yourself. Wow. You embrace yourself. You're being patient with yourself to understand yourself. You're showing up for yourself. Wow. Something that they can't get in tune with. Getting in tune with yourself. You know how when they like overlooked you, they passed judgment on you. They ain't take the time to get to know you for who you truly was, but that's okay. It's kind of funny how they sit there and pass judgment on you. And all you was trying to do was show up for yourself in a healthy way. You know, when they take your kindness for weakness, manipulate your character, pass judgment on you before they actually know you. Believe in your dreams, for real, for real. Believe in your dreams. For real, for real. Believe in your dreams. The good one, not the toxic ones. The real. Like, you gotta be mindful what you say, because people take that and run with it. Forever. It'd be a thought process for me. Nah, for real. If you believe in yourself the healthy way, not the toxic way and all that malicious intentions and all that, and you truly believe in yourself, go for it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. You know, like regardless to whatever it is you're trying to do, the healthy way, not the toxic way, or something that will hurt you in the long run, go for it. But just be patient with your process and don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. Regardless of if you're having a good or misunderstanding day within yourself, and you feel like obstacles is like getting challenging on your end, don't give up. Don't give up. Do not give up on yourself. Because giving up on yourself will allow you to be like, dang, if I would have did this, shoulda, coulda, woulda, you would never know. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up. Just because they gave up on you, they overlooked you, one thing you never do is give up on yourself. Because you are the gift from God. You are. You are the gift from God. You are the gift from God. And if you are the gift from God, you gonna make it happen. Because you're a believer and you walk by faith. You gonna make it happen. Don't give up on yourself. Especially, don't allow yourself to give up on yourself because of a temporary situation. A distraction with the distraction will distract you from becoming your best self vision of yourself. And I say that respectfully. It will stop you from becoming your best self vision of yourself. Somebody telling you, oh, don't do such a thing or don't do that. But it's not hurting you. It actually could benefit you in the long run. In a healthy way. You ain't doing nothing illegal at the end of the day. You ain't bringing harm towards yourself or others around you. Why not go for it? Why not? Why not? Make yourself a believer. You made yourself a believer when it was a thought process. It's the mindset for me. God is good. Not everybody's deserving your time. Devil, devil, return back to sender. Devil, devil, not today. Devil, devil, return back to sender. Devil, devil, not today. Devil, devil, return back to sender. Devil, devil, not today. Respectfully. Protect your energy, because not everybody's deserving your time. I'll be back on live tomorrow. Night, genuine love, respect. To genuine ones only, have a safe remaining evening. Have a safe day and have a safe remaining week ahead of you. Protect your energy because everybody's during your time. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. Next up is your respect. 365 days with no malicious intentions to bring harm towards yourself or others around you. Never allow a hater in disguise or a person with malicious intentions psych you out your thought process, let alone your eyesight, your pockets, or your freedom at the end of the day because they got malicious intentions. Here's the thought process for me. I should appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Night, genuine love, respect.